Federico, it's time to wake up. Wake up, you son of a bitch!
This movie is so unbelievably bad that I'm truly going to enjoy ripping it apart.
Good.
Welcome to Lifetime Movie Mockeries, a channel where I analyze shitty Lifetime movies for your enjoyment.
Good!
This week's shitty Lifetime movie is Remote Paradise. This is the main character, Tamara, who can't act.
It certainly can't get any worse.
And she inherited $8 million from her dad, who she didn't even like. Just listen to her tell her friends.
He died and left me $8.3 million.
What? Are you kidding?
So she takes her two best friends, Sherry and Dina, to Hawaii, where she rented out an entire oceanside villa.
Welcome to Lanikai Villa. You're much prettier than your pictures.
What pictures? How would she have seen photos of them? And why do these bimbos find it that funny? While splashing around on their private beach, they catch the eye of this guy, who clearly is just docked at a marina and not really looking at her. Look at the reflection in the binoculars. You got the camera guy, production vehicles, and some light reflectors.
Whoops.
Later, Tamara comes downstairs ready for a night out and finds that the guy is already drinking wine with her friends.
I'm sorry, where did you come from?
I thought exactly. He introduces himself as Dario and pulls out a chair for her. Nice mic pack, Dario. In case you don't know, mic packs are the wireless microphones that actors secretly wear to capture their dialogue.
Cool.
Tamara's friends duck out to leave her alone with Dario, and the two go to bed together. Because not only is she rich, but a giant slut too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The next morning, Dario is gone, but he left her a sweet note. She then goes out on the balcony and waves to him.
Ciao!
Bellissima bambina, ci vediamo dopo!
Look at her perspective. How could she possibly be waving to him? She's staring straight out at the open ocean, and he's like in some cove with rocks and land directly behind him.
But that makes no sense.
They spend the day together doing obnoxious couple shit in the ocean, and that night, she tells him that she's never had luck with relationships.
Every time I've believed in love, it's blown up in my face, and then I'm left with nothing.
And that's exactly what's gonna happen in this situation too. Up top. After spending the night with Dario on his yacht, Tamara goes back to her villa where Dina has been beaten half to death.
What happened? Somebody found her on the beach this morning.
Wait, somebody found her on the beach this morning? And then what? Dragged her unconscious body all the way up onto a lounge chair outside your villa?
Penny thinks that she was beat up.
No. Beat up? You mean she didn't get all those cuts and bruises on her face tripping onto a seashell?
Is she gonna be okay? We have to get.
Wow, that was reassuring.
We have to get packed up. The medics have to get her to the hospital right away.
Why haven't they already? It's like they waited for Tamara to get there first. The paramedic isn't even doing anything. Tamara runs inside and starts frantically packing when Dario shows up.
What happened?
They said she was raped.
Now she was raped too? When did they determine that?
Just now.
Has she even gotten to the hospital yet? Or even to the end of the street?
No.
Tamara blames herself for what happened because it was her idea to come to Hawaii. She tells Dario that she has to leave and that they were just living a fantasy anyway. The movie cuts to San Francisco, which is where they live, in the exterior of a medical center? What the fuck is going on? Why are they back home in San Francisco and not at a hospital in Hawaii? This woman was just on the verge of death. Don't just show us that helicopter and expect us to believe that she was airlifted over 2,000 miles back to a San Francisco hospital in a chopper? And if that wasn't bad enough, we then cut to inside the building where exactly 3 seconds into the scene, this happens.
Oh no! Dina!
Jesus, can you give us a second to process what's happening? Like, where is she exactly? And who are these people? While the medical staff goes to work, Tamara and Sherry try to comfort each other down the hallway. I like how the doctor just casually leaves Dina's room when 5 seconds ago she was going into cardiac arrest. I guess everything's fine now?
Who knows?
It's Christmas time now, and we have no idea what the hell happened to Dina, but check out the nice gift Tamara got for Sherry.
Everybody! She's paying off my mortgage!
Yay! Tamara then returns to Hawaii to reunite with Dario, and they kiss in just about every place imaginable.
Ew.
Yeah, but oh, we do find out what happened to Dina.
How's she doing?
Not well. She's still in a coma.
After spending the afternoon alone while Dario ushered around a group of clients on his yacht, which is part of how he makes his money, Tamara waits for him at the hotel dock. But by nightfall, he's still not back, and then she learns that Dario doesn't even own that yacht. He's just a captain. And poor. While trying to book a hotel room, none of Tamara's credit cards are working, prompting her to check her bank account.
Oh my god, where's my money?
You're so screwed.
Back home in San Francisco, Tamara talks with Sherry.
Any word on getting your money back?
Because you did say you'd pay off my mortgage.
The credit card companies will reimburse me for the credit card charges, but the FDIC will only insure my bank account for $250,000. The rest of the millions are gone.
Not unless we catch the son of a bitch who took it. Do you think it was Dario?
No, it was the guy who put lays on you in the beginning.
I knew it.
How did this guy steal millions from her? He didn't know any of her personal financial information, and they never showed him hacking into her phone or computer or anything. All they did was go swimming and they banged a few times. Does having access to her vagina mean he automatically had access to her bank account?
Yes.
Tamara and Sherry visit Dina in the hospital, who is woken up from her coma. She tells them that it was Dario who attacked her.
Ooh, there's a shocker.
And the reason that authorities haven't located him yet is because they've been looking for an Italian guy when Dario is probably Brazilian.
Aha!
She thinks that because just before punching her in the face, he said something to her in Brazilian, and she used to date someone who was Brazilian, and that's how she knows that or something. I don't know, who cares? With this new information, Tamara tracks down a passport and finds out his real name.
What should we do now?
Now, we call my friends at the FBI. They'll know where he is.
When did she suddenly get friends in the FBI?
Since right now.
So Tamara and Sherry go to Los Angeles where they stake out his house. Wait, so Tamara called up her friends at the FBI, even though it's never explained how she knows anyone at the FBI, and says, hey, this guy fraudulently stole all my money and now we want retribution, and they just gave her his address and said, go find him, good luck?
It looks like it, yes.
Why wouldn't they be involved in this? Why would they let these two women go investigate this guy all by themselves?
You ask really good questions.
Dario rolls up to a mansion in a hot red Porsche.
Okay, now I'm kind of scared. Why don't we just call the police?
No, because they won't get all my money back.
And you will? What, are you gonna twist his nuts as hard as you can until he agrees to write you an $8 million check?
Yes.
That night, they follow Dario to a bar, and Sherry fixes herself up because she's going to try to get him to hit on her. Before getting out of the car, Tamara hands her a gun, because I guess they have a gun now, and they're clearly gonna use it before the movie's over.
You're fucking right about that.
As planned, Dario takes the bait and starts coming on to Sherry. Not sure how he doesn't recognize her as Tamara's friend from Hawaii, but okay, the guy has a lot on his mind.
Clearly.
They leave in his Porsche and go back to his house. They have some wine, and while they kiss, Sherry spikes his drink. He takes another sip and passes out 17 seconds later. 17! What did she give him? Cyanide? What sedative works that quickly? And how would a decent woman like her even have access to a substance like that? Is she a pharmacist?
No.
A doctor?
No.
It's not like they swung by a Walgreens to pick that up.
No, they did.
Anyway, they search his office for bank statements.
Bingo.
You've got to be kidding me.
How many people has he robbed?
All of the money is in offshore accounts.
How could she possibly tell that by flipping through folders in a drawer? She hasn't even opened one file or examined any of the documents. It makes no sense. We cut to the morning, roughly 10 hours later, and this guy is still sleeping.
Wake up, you son of a bitch!
Now that he's awake, the women aim their gun at him and demand to know his bank login.
I am not messing around!
Okay. She threatens to shoot him in the chest, so he gives her the login.
Username is Lucky Lady 777. Password.
Christ! Look at his bank account! From the glimpse that they show us, I added it up, and we're supposed to believe that this guy stole $147 million from unsuspecting women.
Holy crap.
That number is so ridiculous, even for a Lifetime movie.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
They clear his account by transferring all the money into one of their accounts.
Are there any more?
Are there any more? You just transferred $147 million!
What a stupid thing to say.
Dario breaks free from his restraint and takes Tamara hostage.
Let her go!
You're gonna have to shoot your friend to get to me.
That's for Dina.
It's okay. It's over. It's over.
Let's call the police.
Oh, now you want to call the police.
Yeah.
The women exit the house and get into Dario's car. What happened to their car? And as we hear police sirens in the background, they drive off. Why are they leaving after they just called the police? And what are they even going to tell the police? That this guy stole $8 million from Tamara, so they tracked him down, drugged him, tied him up, stole $147 million, and then shot him to death? Oh, and instead of sticking around to explain things to police, stole his car and left the scene of a crime?
Yep.
They go and visit Dina at the hospital, whose face is now completely healed, even though when they saw her like 3 days ago, it looked like this, and they go back to Hawaii, where hopefully everything happens all over again.
Who cares?